Hey, good day. Welcome to another podcast here with all the coaches, all the renowned coaches that we have on board. We're here to dialogue and conversate with experts on creating sports champions, in depth, behind the scenes, and beyond. So first of all, let's start by introducing all the hosts. On my right, Terry T-Dawg Davis. On my left, the only Victor Troy Collins. To his left, obviously, my son, eldest son, Errol Smith. Coach Errol Smith, player and coach. Welcome. And obviously across from us, we're just so delighted to have you. We have a celeb here in the house, all the way from UCLA in China. Her name is Fangran Tian. You'll learn a lot more. You're going to learn a lot more about Tian. We call it Tian, actually, as we go along. All of her accolades and everything. But we're really here, Tian, like I mentioned earlier. We want to know the real Tian, how you got into tennis. By the way, this year's NCAA champion, I just got so much. You'll hear about it. But anyway, Tian, we really want to know about how you got into tennis, about your journey, and who all do you give credit to? Tell us about your journey. How did you start tennis?
Hello everyone, I'm Tian.
Hey Tian.
And I'm glad to be here. About my tennis journey, I started tennis at 9 years old, and it was pretty lucky because our school, our PE teacher really likes tennis, and he created a tennis club, and then I just joined the club and then find tennis really interesting, and then just keep practicing along the way to here to now.
Wow! So at age 9, you started.
Yeah.
Is that a typical age they start in China? Or?
I feel like more kids start even earlier. I think even it's the same in America. I realized most of our teammates start earlier.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What did you like about tennis when you first started?
Before I started tennis, I was doing ice skating, and it was pretty lonely because it's by yourself. And then I feel like tennis, at least you have an opponent, right? It's more fun, it's more competitive. And then I am really competitive when I'm small, so I just find tennis really interesting and it's fun. I like to win.
Awesome. Hey guys, just chipping whenever, you have siblings.
Yes.
Do they play tennis?
I have a younger brother, and he played tennis, for fun, but not as serious.
Parents, friends? No. Like your early childhood before 9?
No.
Wow.
So did you, were you playing 2 hours of tennis a day at 9? Did you start off seriously or just recreational?
When I just started, it was pretty, so I practiced twice a week and 2 hours per time. And there was 20 kids per court. It was just for fun. So I just use that as my hobby or just exercise.
So when did it start becoming serious?
Past 12, I think. I started training a little bit more serious. It's still 2 hours per day, but I practice 4 times a week and train it to 4 players and 1 coach. Yeah.
So, Roger, do they play ITF juniors over there?
They do.
Or how's
Yeah, but
the
you
structure?
can't start until 13.
Huh?
You can't start until the age of 13.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't. So you started competing at the age of 13?
Yeah, I started late 13, 14, started to play ITFs.
The ITFs?
ITFs, yeah.
Wow. And when did your association, when did they notice Tian? Or not associated, because you said they have problems.
Yeah. I feel more is about so I was not that good when I'm at 12, because I just started. I started to become a little bit better when I'm at 14. I actually finished national number 1 in 14. Yeah, and then that's when I kind of started to work with Beijing team. Yeah, but I never trained there. Usually if you're part of Beijing team, you have to stay there, train there, and like just live there. But I have to go to school, so I just didn't do that. I just stay in a school and play, like represent them to play tournaments.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I know Coach Terry, he has some Chinese he wanted to speak with you.
I agreed. I said, ni hao. And I said, thank you. You know, the thank you has a little bit of weirdness to it when I say it, because you know, you want to say it right because other people don't know what you're saying. You can say something else. What were your parents like?
My dad is actually an athlete. He was a soccer player. And my mom's just fully like, she just works. She went to really good universities in like China, so she's really smart. And my dad is pretty athletic, so kind of get the both.
You got both, yeah.
So along with having the genes from your parents, what was your drive like at an early age before all this?
I'm really athletic when I'm smaller. Like I used to win all the running race like in the schools, and like I'm like a boy when I'm small. Just I've been playing around with boys and like just like chasing around like just at an earlier age. Yeah, I'm pretty like naughty.
Where I'm from, we call those tomboys. And a tomboy was an athlete, but you know where I grew up. You know, they were there, but not seen. You know, they were athletes, but not, it wasn't prominent like you.
Yeah.
But, you know, having all that, being at an early age, now I understand. Because that was in you before. Yeah, that drive. And now you found something, you found a love. And you have your gifts. That's amazing.
Yeah, when I played, and Troy used to coach me, Troy used to always say, I want you to be the best athlete that you can be, but be an athlete that specializes in tennis. And that seems like what you were. You were a very good athlete, and then you just specialize in tennis. That's good. That's very good.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah, you don't look imposing, so you must turn into a beast when you're on the court.
True.
On the court, I like your demeanor. It's true confidence.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people hide their insecurities.
Yeah.
And they're very standoffish, and but you're very open, very. I like that. Very good. I have a question for you. What are the academies like there versus? I mean, were you in an academy or?
So like it happened.
Let me say this.
Yeah.
And I want to be able to emancipate my mind from the imagery of China. You know what I mean? When I think about it, I think like this hard, regimented kind of like structure. Was it very regimented and structured?
Like normally it is, but not where I grew up. So like I'm not like a typical Chinese tennis player. It just happens like I joined our school's tennis club, and then it's really random. Like the same year, like 3 of our girls, including me, we just get like really good. So like our teacher like decided to hire like a foreign coach, and so that I started working with my coach now, and it's been like 9 years.
Wow.
Yeah, and then it just like how it works. I just keep studying in schools, and like I train after schools. So I didn't really be in like a system. It's like more like a unique path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to give a shout out to the coach?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's like my family now. It's been like 9 years.
What's his name?
Mongo.
Mongo. Hey, Mongo.
Yeah, that's right. Shout out to you, Mongo. You won. That's your prodigy. That's what's happening. She's the one. You did it with her. Yes, sir. There you go.
So you've been with him for 9 years? See, I love that because, all too often, at least on this side of the world, they switch coaches way too often. And so they lose continuity and consistency of stuff. And I'm a firm believer in consistency and continuity in success. If you keep changing, how do you ever build, right?
Yeah.
So that's very, very Good. And some of the excuses that a lot of the players use is, oh, we've outgrown him. We don't, he's different, I'm different.
We're going to go in a different direction.
We want to go in a different direction.
We just want to try him out. Are you okay with that?
Exactly.
As long as my check doesn't.
So, 9 years. How do you still feel about Mongo or what's his name? Mongo?
Mongo, yeah.
Yeah. Like, has things changed? Did it change for the better?
It's definitely been changing, like, in the past 9 years, like, especially since I come to America. But I still really, like, he's, like, not only my coach, but also, like, part of my family.
Of course.
So, like, I trust him a lot.
Awesome.
And he's not been only teaching, like, my tennis, but also, like from a really young age, he, like, taught me how to behave, like,
Life.
as a person. Yeah.
Life.
And
Seafood.
yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. So I think there's still a lot I need to work with him. Like, we've been finding lots of places I have to improve once I go back. I feel like there's lots of more space. Yeah.
Well, that's great. And again, very important, and you should not lose him. I mean, I think from your description, even if you had another coach and you're playing beyond, you're going to need someone like this man, Mongo, who knows you. You're going to need that support.
Yeah.
Do you call him your rock?
My rock. Yeah, he's always there.
He's your rock.
Yeah.
So if anything ever in your life, like you say, he's a life coach, your tennis, Mongo is the one you go to.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great. Do you tell him how much you appreciate him?
We don't usually say that, but, like, I said it before.
Good.
Shout out to Mongo.
Yeah. Do you tell him thank you?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of things do you like? You don't have to go in personal, but how do you show your appreciation? Because again, that's a lost art sometimes.
Okay.
Showing appreciation. You don't have to say it like you say, but what are some of the ways you do it?
It's hard for me to say it in person, but I usually just shoot a really long text.
Yeah. Okay. Text.
I
Good.
can definitely attest to that.
Make sure we send him some of those UCLA 5s.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, we have to send
Hey, but you got to understand that she said something that was really special. She said family.
Yes.
And that brought the closeness. So sometimes some things go without being said because family is family and that love is a bond. That love don't have to be verbal.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that.
Yeah.
No, I really do, because when you mention family and you pull people like, this is my family and will always be my family, regardless of anything that happens in my life, I'm still going to stay with my family because that's the person that I can work through things, Keep that. If you don't.
Our podcast is proudly sponsored by the Brittany Hines Real Estate Group, your passport to a curated real estate experience in the heart of Los Angeles. Unlock the doors to your future with the experts who know the keys to success. Let's realize your real estate dreams with Brittany Hines Real Estate Group.
So that was always your mindset to come to use tennis to get you to college?
Not really. Like, I didn't really think about coming to America before COVID. Like, I thought I'm gonna try to go pro, or like just like try to play just try to play pro before COVID hits. And then once COVID started, like, I couldn't finish my junior ITF career, and then I started to rethink what I actually want and what I want to do in the future. And then also Mongo suggests me to come to America because he was studying in America when he's younger.
Oh, great.
He played D3 tennis at Hawaii.
Okay.
And then he said college tennis in America is really competitive, and you can get a lot of matches and great practice, and with balancing education. So I was yeah, I definitely wants to do that, and I just started looking at schools, and then that's how I got here.
Awesome. And is Mongo an older guy? How old is he, if you don't mind?
36.
Oh, so he's not old. He's young.
Not that
he's
old,
young.
yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
He's wise for a young man.
So when you got to UCLA, you really didn't have a culture shock, huh? Because the Chinese population there is pretty.
Yeah, huge.
And so it was an easy transition for you, was it? I mean, I'm assuming that, right?
I mean, I feel like it's definitely.
Did you find some friends from home?
Especially coming to UCLA, like we have a huge population of
Right.
Asian, Chinese.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easy to find a Chinese friend, but like at the beginning, I was hanging out with like all my teammates. Like at the beginning, I didn't really like met any like Chinese friends, but like throughout the quarter, I like met like a lot of Chinese friends and. Actually, like, especially in my English class, there's a lot of Chinese.
Good,
so, like,
good.
yeah, so I met a lot of
By
them.
the way, your English is excellent.
Oh, sorry.
In China, or you learned that when you came to America?
It has to thanks to Mongo again because I've been communicating with him in
Mongo,
English.
okay. Well, we're gonna get to that college part later.
Yeah.
I want to get back to your early childhood while we're there. At what age then did you decide to take tennis serious?
I would say like 13, 14, because like that's when I start to win matches, and that's like I was like I want to do this. I like the feeling of like winning matches, and I was like, okay, my dream is to be world #1. That's what I said at that time. But like, I just like I want to treat tennis seriously from now, and then yeah, I think it's been my dream since then.
When you were 14, you became #1, whatever.
Yeah.
In the U.S., sometimes being #1, #2 can bring certain rewards. Like, you know, other companies start to recognize them. Nike start to approach them, agents or whatever. How is it done in China? Is it very similar to that? Or
Kind of similar, but I feel like we don't start it like at 14. We started a little later, like 16. Like it's more useful if you do well in the ITF, if you're like top 20, top 50. But I was like only like national champion at that time. And there's like always like some girls like are better than me at my age. So I was just like, I have to say I'm like not bad, but I'm never the best. Like
Gotcha.
so I was always like chasing like.
yeah, but see, that's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times in this country, as we all know, when the companies start approaching and agents start approaching, a lot of time the players feel they've made it. And they tend to live higher than they really are. They lose fight, they don't practice as hard, they think they made it. And when reality kicks in and they start to lose, those are the ones that
They probably never worked
drop.
hard anyway,
You know, so I'm saying to you, that's probably a good thing then, that you didn't have all this Nike and Adidas or whoever coming at you and agents at that point, right?
Yeah.
And you're self-motivated.
Yeah.
You're going to keep fighting. Gives you an extra fight, huh?
Yeah.
So you had rivalries. Oh, no, not in China. You don't have anyone that you like always played and you beat each other, or they push each other, you don't like whatever.
Like there are like few like I lost a couple of times, but like it's never like a real rivalry. Like because like there's so many players in China, and like, but there's definitely girls that like I feel like I've never beaten them before. Yeah, and then like use them as my motivation. I do that.
Good,
you know?
that's
What
good.
about the Fed Cup? Did you play Fed Cup?
Like Junior Fed Cup, were you nominated for
Play
that?
Fed Cup?
Yeah, I played Junior Fed Cup.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, I
Yes.
played here, actually in America. Like I went to Orlando, the same place.
Yeah.
But it was on green clay, and then I think America won that year. I think it was Connie, Robin, and like
Gotcha.
Katrina. I think it was a strong team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is a strong team. They're doing well.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny when we were in the green room talking, and I was asking you about who was your toughest opponent, and you would always refer back to you your mind. Well, it was tough for me mentally.
Yeah.
You never mentioned any of the girls' name.
Yeah.
And I thought that was cool because it's all about you. Nobody was in your head like that. It
But
was
hey,
you.
you want me to tell you what's so crazy? Like coming to watch her at practice, just on the daily, just her mindset every day has just been like okay, I understand, some people may not come in the way they want to come in. The weather may not be this way.
Right.
I may not be doing great in life, She came in every day, had that dog in her.
Like that.
I mean, every day, just a push. You don't ever have to motivate her. You don't.
Attitude determines altitude.
Yes, and so just from me seeing, and I've only seen her. This is only like what 4 months I've seen you, right? And it's just seeing you come in every day, just mentally head down. I'm just gonna come after you and just kill you every day. Even her own teammates. I mean, she's coming after her own teammates every day. I've seen. And her teammates say, "What do I do?" I'm like, that's T.
It's funny though.
That's T coming at you.
She speaks of the draw, and there's no names. Because if I go and ask these guys, who was your toughest? You speak of rounds. You didn't repeat no names. You said, well, the first round, it was a little mental for me.
Exactly.
You didn't talk about no girl's name. Nobody gives you trouble.
We were talking about her draw at the NCAA championships,
Yeah, because she was telling me about her. She wasn't concerned about nobody else. It was me. It was me mentally, the reason why I was struggling. I lost the first set. And you went through everybody. Wow. I never heard anybody say it. When I asked that question, I never heard it answered that way.
Yeah.
That's special.
Has that done purposely? Oh, you just,
really.
It's just the way you are. It's just the way you are.
So when growing up as a young age, like you're playing tournaments and stuff like that, like did you ever have that, you would just go in the same way, like the same mindset mentality as you are like today?
I'm not like at this like always. Like I've been changing a lot like the past few years. And I think it's a good change for me. I mean, I used to be a kid and like I used to be like arrogant and like blah blah blah. But everyone have been taught me like to be humble and like to like be patient and just be grateful, and that probably made who I am today.
Hey, that goes to what you asked the questions about being distracted about all the stuff. Shout out to Mongo. He did it again. He did it again.
Yes, he did.
He did it again. Yeah, he did it again. Wow.
So now you've gone through junior years. You're playing ITFs. You're ranked, what, 100, you said?
110.
110. You played the junior slams, did you, or no? Qualies?
I played Australian Open and Roland Garros. I didn't play the other two because COVID started and I didn't get a chance, but it's been the best experience to play a Grand Slam. I've been dreaming about these.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so obviously you're looking forward to playing there as a pro, not just as a junior, right? And that's why I like the ITFs too, because you get to see it before you do it. Unlike when I played, the first time I went to Wimbledon, I never got to any of the junior slams. And the first slam I went to was like Wimbledon. And I was in such awe. And I lost last round qualies to Mark Woodford. But he had played, and I asked him after the match, I said, it's your first time here? He says, mate, I've played here since, 16 years old. And so it's my first time at like 23, and he's already played like 6 years already. And so it's great to get your feet wet there,
Can you speak on how COVID affected your tennis?
I mean, when the COVID hit, I was at Thailand playing like a G1 at that time. And I feel like that was probably my best like level in junior tennis. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get to the Grand Slam. I'm just gonna play a few more G1s. I was like in the semis and then I was like, okay, I'm going to play all the Grand Slam this year. And then COVID started, all the tournament just stopped it. And then I didn't get any chance to play any of the juniors tournaments. I got aged out like once COVID hit. Like, but I guess it's like if COVID didn't like happen, I won't be here. So.
So you guys were shut down like us completely.
Yeah, and we like had like quarantine rules, and like it's pretty bad. Like it's locked down completely.
Seeing the person that you are and the athlete that you are, were you chomping at the bit to get out and play? Because I know I would have been, you know, it's like back there, it's like, God, I got something I love, I want this. And how did you keep yourself motivated doing this?
I mean, I love tennis. I really do. Like I want, especially like this year coming to America. Like it makes me like tennis even more. Like I just want to practice every day. Every time, like even during the weekend, we're like, okay, we're taking this 2 days off, and then like we'll just like get on court eventually and just start hitting. Like even for fun, like I really like tennis, and it just like I enjoy playing on court. I do really.
Were you ever afraid like of life? Yeah, like during COVID, you know, a lot of people were really affected mentally and emotionally, right? Because there was a chance you could die.
Yeah, I mean, the worst time, like in China, I wasn't there in China. I got locked in Cambodia for 8 months.
If you are enjoying this podcast, please subscribe on YouTube at A Lot of Racket Podcast. And follow us at A Lot of Racket on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And also my website, CoachRogerSmith.com, where we offer exclusive content, courses, one-on-one sessions, and more info on how you can join our community of tennis enthusiasts.
You were talking about getting caught up in Cambodia during COVID. Continue, please.
Oh yeah, it was a crazy story. So I was playing tournaments in Thailand, right? And then the COVID was like really bad in China. So my mom was like, maybe we should wait a little bit. We don't want to like go back right now. So like we went to Cambodia because I think we had the visa there. So like we were able to train there, and like we know it's like a country club. They have like housing and like tennis court that we can use. So we went there, and then like as soon as we went there, like China like just came out with like a policy of like quarantines like 14 days in the hotel. So we were like, no, we're not gonna do that. And then we just like, we thought it's gonna be over, and then we just wait for like 8 months, and then it's still there. And then I was like, no way, I have to go back.
Wow. 8 months?
Yeah, I stayed there like 8 months. It was not the best experience.
Now, if you wanted to go back to China during this time, was that an option or no?
Yeah, it is. At the beginning, it wasn't. They kind of cut off the plane, but like towards the end, they like open it up, but like you still have to do like 14 days quarantine, which is not what as a tennis player we want to do, because like no, like tennis for like 14 days. I didn't know how to like swing my racket afterwards.
Especially you as a tennis player, you get hungry.
Did you hear when Jen Brady had to spend the 14 days before?
She's like hitting on the wall, really. Yeah.
Wow. And it's so funny. She actually got to meet Jen at the National Tennis Center when she won the NCAA championship. She came to support.
She came and support. Yeah. It's really nice of
Go
her.
Bruins, huh?
Yeah, Bruins family.
Oh, great. So now you're playing junior tennis and all this stuff, ITF. Who recruited you? Who saw you, or how did you get to UCLA? How was that done?
Actually, like before I start looking at schools, there's like few schools that reach out to me. So like if I want to go and like play college tennis, I wasn't really considering it. And then once I really decided to come to America, and then I didn't have any result in like 2 years because of COVID. So like school knows me, but like they're like, should we recruit her or not? And there's an agent who helped me like reach out to schools. So like usually like, you know, like I'm from China, and like not many coaches like know who I am. So the agent helped me to reach out to like schools like UCLA and like other schools. And then I also decided to go out and play tournaments. Like I went to Turkey and played 15Ks. And I played 3 weeks. I finaled 1 in singles and won 2 weeks of doubles. And that's like when school started to like be interested. And then I also visit a few schools after the tournaments and like decided to come to UCLA.
Awesome. So was Stella the contact, or Stella the contact, or Rance, the assistant coach, the head, who?
I was talking to Stella, at the beginning, but when I visited, she wasn't there, so I met with Rance, and
Awesome.
I was going to ask the same question.
Great minds think alike.
He knows Rance very, very well.
Shout out to Rance Brown.
He knows Rance very, very well.
Very well. They're roommates, everything.
Yeah.
We go way back. So, did you come in as a scholarship?
Yeah, I came in as a scholarship. Full.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember the women have like eight full
it's easier
scholarships.
for women to get
The men maybe 4.5.
Yeah.
But it was so crazy when I was with UCLA the year before she came. This was after we finished the NCAA postseason. And then Rance told me, he said, we have this really good girl that's coming in. And you're gonna be, if you're with us next year, you're gonna be so excited to work with her because she's just amazing. And I'm just like, really? I was like, how is she? Is she that good, dude? Is she that good? She was like, dude, she's gonna play 1 for us.
No, there's
I'm
no
like,
way.
wait, what? He was like, between me and you, she's gonna play 1 for us. I'm like, this is crazy.
He had confidence, huh?
Just before you came, I told you this after you won. I said that the coaches spoke very highly of you. And all the girls loved you. They said, "Oh my goodness, Tian's on our team. I think we're gonna get her.
So who was number 1 last year?
Say that one more time.
Who was number 1 last year?
Abigail Forbes.
And is she still there?
No.
She's the one that went to UNC and won a national championship.
As a team.
As a team.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you came in straight in bread number 1.
But hey, she had some big shoes to fill, man.
Yeah.
She has some big coming behind Abigail Forbes, national top Final Four. Yeah.
And she was number 1 at one point ranked also.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to that. Hey, I want to do something kind of fun.
Okay.
Right quick.
Okay.
This is called rapid questions.
Okay.
So you have like 2 seconds to answer these things.
Okay.
First thing to come to mind.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. What is your favorite tennis shot?
Tennis what?
Shot.
Forehand.
Forehand. Okay. Grass court or clay court?
Clay.
Clay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So
Serve volley?
wow, that's amazing.
She serves in volley?
She won the national championship serving volley.
Wow.
Not every shot, but
You see how you just put a pause to this? That's clay.
clay.
Wow.
I love playing on clay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Okay. We'll get to that. Okay. Who is your tennis idol?
Halep.
Halep?
Yeah.
I can see that. Okay.
Why? Wait. Why?
We're kind of like
Similar
similar style.
What do you
Yeah.
mean by style?
Serve in volley?
No, but only Errol got her to serve volley.
You don't like Lena?
Huh? Lena. I love Lena. Yeah, but like, I don't play like her.
Okay.
Yeah, she's aggressive, baby. Yeah, she's.
That's good.
Yeah.
What kind of influence on junior tennis is Lena? I mean, did you look up to her? I mean,
Yeah, definitely. She trains in Beijing too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then she's like,
Is she still active? And does she have an academy over there? Or?
not really, but I think I've seen her a couple times. Like, she showed up to like few like national tournaments too.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Was she working with the federation or the something over there with tennis? Huh? I think she stepped down.
Now just like step out, kind of.
Yeah, she stepped down. Yeah. I read something about that. That was big news. Okay, so your tennis idol was who?
Halep.
Gotcha. Okay, what's the most memorable match you've played?
In college tennis?
Anywhere in your career?
Pepperdine.
Pepperdine, the duel match?
Yeah.
You win
I
that?
clinched.
You clinched it. Good one. Wow. Very good one. Okay, singles or doubles?
Singles.
Singles. Okay. Who has the best tennis fashion sense on the tour? The best tennis fashion.
Like now, For me,
Yeah.
I like Federer.
Federer.
Hey, okay.
Gotcha. Okay.
Shout out to Federer.
What's your favorite tennis tournament to watch?
Roland Garros.
Roland Garros.
Yeah.
Clay, of course.
Clay.
Okay, gotcha. What's your go-to celebration after winning a point?
After winning a point?
Yeah. A point.
A point.
Yeah.
High pitch yelling.
Yeah.
What's that?
High pitch yelling.
Favorite pre-match pump-up song?
Oh, this is a tough one. I don't know. Like, our playlist, like, either song in our playlist.
Well, what kind of music is on the playlist?
Hype songs.
Can you sing?
Not really. I'm not good at singing.
She can rap? Oh, okay. Hold on.
Freestyle real quick.
Okay, last one. If you could play a doubles match with any tennis player in the world, past or present, who would it be?
Like
old school, new school, who would you play
men's
doubles?
or women's? Women's?
Doesn't matter, whoever.
Stella Sampras?
Oh, that's so politically right. You know? That is so politically right.
Shout out to
Wait. What are you majoring in?
Psychology.
That's what she is, bro. Yeah, manipulation. All right. So you go into UCLA.
Yeah.
How did you decide? Mongo.
Nah, actually, he's against me coming to UCLA.
Oh, okay. Oh, your rock was against you.
Yeah,
and you went against your rock.
I made my choice this time. Yeah.
What was his choice?
He wanted me to go like somewhere like school is easier, so I can focus on tennis more. And I was like, I want to balance up like both tennis and education. I mean, UCLA is like has a huge name in China.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to go there, and also when I visit, like I just really like LA, and I like the school, the facilities, the courts are so nice, and like the locations are just like great. Have the best weather, like everything. I'm just like, I really like here. And then the food here are great too.
Wait, at what choice did you were like, okay, I think I'm coming to UCLA?
I mean, after my visit, I feel like I just I can imagine myself like live like 4 years here. And yeah, that's kind of like, I just fall in love with UCLA once I get started. Yeah.
Good. And what about LA itself? Not just Westwood, UCLA. What about LA? You like it?
Yeah, I really like LA, like during my visit, but I actually didn't visit many places once I came because I was like always in school and like just like really busy. So I don't have a car either, so I didn't really come and visit the downtowns and stuff. But I definitely want to do that next year.
And well, obviously,
You coming back? I thought you were turning pro.
I mean, I'm not sure. As the plan, I'm coming back next year, but we'll see how I do in the summer.
see how she does in Shanghai?
What?
Where are you playing that? You got the wild card?
Oh, Beijing.
In Beijing.
Yeah.
See how she does in Beijing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Beijing's play.
Hard. Yeah.
Hardcore.
Hard.
Yeah. It's where I grew up.
In
Is it
Beijing.
the China Open?
Yeah, China Open.
China Open.
Big tournament.
Yeah. I was a bowl kid there. Yeah.
Wow. And now you're going to play it.
Yeah. It's my dream. Like, I didn't think about Grand Slam at that time. I was just like, I want to play at China Open one day.
Of course.
Is it 500 or 1,000 series?
1,000. WTA 1,000.
Yeah. It's huge. Yeah, it's big. It's big. Yeah.
Can I ask you, why do you like clay so much? Because you grew up on hard?
Yeah, I grew up on hard, yeah.
So I had a friend that, a guy I coached, went to school with, he grew up on clay. But when he got to the hard, it was a whole nother life for him.
Yeah,
he
it
loved
is.
hard.
Yeah.
You know, but he could still play on the clay. You know, so what is it about the clay?
I mean, I am more like a grind player, so like it was like longer rallies,
Right.
and I can like slice and like clay. It was like, yeah, I just really like running.
She liked to play with people's mind. That's right. Mix it up. High, heavy,
Pick up the
slice.
ball back again.
Right.
Running
I
down
actually
every
never
pitch.
really played on grass, so I can't really say.
Wow.
I think you like grass. But I'm beginning to see the kind of person you are. You're a little defiant. You go against the rules. Huh? You go against Mongo coming to UCLA. You're like red clay, and there's no red clay in China. Like, huh? What do your parents say? I bet, you know.
It's so fun. We were just talking.
Yeah, we were just talking
saying,
a bit.
Yeah, how
Yeah.
you go against the rules a lot.
See? There you go. There you go. So, okay, UCLA. Great year. You had an undefeated dual season. You get to the NCAA's team championships, and you lose. You get to the final 16, and then you lose kind of 2 matches along the way.
Yeah.
How did that feel? Well, you must have thought college tennis was easy. You win, just beat everybody, huh?
No, it was not like that. So like during dual season, I actually played a lot of 3 sets, like a lot of 3 sets, and every match has been like really tough. It was like 7-5 in the third, 6-4 in the third. It's been like a lot of tough matches, and towards the end, like to the team like championship, I was like mentally kind of tired. It's been a lot. Like I never played so much tennis in my life. And for the first match, it was fine because like we won as a team. Even though I lost, I didn't feel really sad. But like the second one was brutal. Like I feel really sad because I feel like I feel like I have the responsibility to like win that match, and like we lost. So I was like, that's hard.
Wow,
It's good you took ownership. I like that.
and then you go. Got to get ready after that for the singles championships.
Yeah.
You had what, 1 week, 2
Yeah,
weeks?
a week. Yeah.
1 week.
Yeah.
So what was the mindset preparing for it, and when you were going into the tournament?
I mean, I just like, I didn't have any high expectations. So I just try to like play 1 match at a time. I mean, it's my first year, it's my first like NCAA experience, so I didn't really like expect much, just like trying to enjoy their like, it's such a stacked tournament, like everyone's like #1 in their school.
Of course.
It's like you looking at the draw, like you don't want to play any of them. Like it's just really tough, but I just, in the week off, I just try to like take as much as like mental like break for myself, try to refresh it. And then I also played like a lot of sets with our men's team.
Oh,
So it's
good.
like really helped me, like our freshmen, like they helped me like prepare for the tournament too.
You like practicing with men? Or better? More?
I know, like I don't have any preference, but like
Politically correct.
but yeah, it's definitely a different like different experience playing with them.
Okay, you start off the season. Obviously, Rance and Stella's there. They have a volunteer assistant, Racket,
Yeah.
who I know very well. I used to work for Racket. And somewhere along the way, he's parted with UCLA. And in comes some guy, I don't know, 6'6", with a lanky guy, I don't know what, right? You see him, did you see him for the first time? What, did you know of him?
Okay, like the first day I come in, everyone's like talking about Errol. It's like, who is Errol? And then they said, oh, you have to meet Errol. He's the GOAT. And then I was like, okay.
What did you say? He's so cool?
He's the GOAT.
Oh, he's the GOAT.
You got the Oh,
No, they put too much
man.
hype on him, bro. They put too much
Well, you ever ask him to explain what the goal meant?
He's just like the coolest and like,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow. And then, so they're talking about him.
Yeah, and then nobody knows he's coming back. And
Right.
like the day we play Ohio State, he just walks in and you see like everyone just drop their racket and just like someone just start crying.
What did you do?
I was just like,
Who is this? Like, who is this?
I was like, hi.
I knew who she was, though. I knew who she was.
Yeah.
But did you know it was Errol?
I've seen pictures, yes, but never met him.
You saw pictures of him too?
Yeah. I never really met him.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But But the first day, it was so funny. The first day we played was Ohio State. I was playing in 3 sets, and it was like it was like really close. We won that match 4-3, and then he was on my court that day. It was 3-setter, like it was 40-15 match point, and he told me to serve and volley. I was like, Errol, I've never served and volley ever in my life. I cannot do that.
Why'd you serve and volley?
Man, because I knew she had it in her, man.
You just knew it.
I just knew for a fact. I said, dude, she has a great serve. She can move really fast. She moves very quick. She stays low. She anticipates really well. When she gets to the net, her opponents don't even know she's coming to the net. So I just thought, I was like, just serve a volley. And she comes and she goes, wait, I've never served a volley. I'm like, what do you mean?
I was like, I cannot do that. I don't have that shot.
Hey, these are all the men in my life who've been telling me serve volley all my life.
But it's different.
So it's just like, just to say it now, I'm telling you serve volley. It's like, yeah.
So he tells you serve volley. You said, I've never, go ahead.
Yeah, I was like, I've never served a volley before. Like, I don't have that shot. And then he's like, no, you can. Believe yourself. And I was like, okay.
So what happened on the first point?
I set up perfectly. It was like right here. And I missed it. I was like, okay, but whatever. And then, I mean, I know I had that shot. Like, I know, like, I could do that. So I wasn't, like, refusing to do it. And after I won that match, like the next few matches, we've been trying to like just add a few like serve and volleys like when I'm leading. So and then it's been working. So it's just like
Good.
So from a person that's a grinder, how did it feel to end the point early?
And it feels great.
You gotta grind it. I'm hitting 7 to 8 balls.
Yeah.
I know that's how many balls I have to finish this point off.
Yeah.
You said, well, yeah, I just finished that 3 points.
Well, we knew it feels great because that's all we did. We came from the Errol to serve
You guys
ball.
are like this tall.
3 balls.
Hey, Tian, he had one of the fastest serves, and my dad held the fastest serve at one point on the ATP tour.
Yeah, like you guys are like this tall.
No, not, but this guy, but man, he was breaking rackets serving. No, seriously. And not with Babylon rackets either. You know?
Say anything about my serve.
No, he said we had the fastest serves.
Can I ask you a question?
He did have a great serve.
You were a dart thrower.
When you win the team, you get rings. When you win the individual, do you get a championship ring for winning the individual?
Yeah,
Did you bring it?
No, I haven't got it yet.
They're ordering
I just designed it.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Hold on, where'd you put on your ring?
But you didn't bring the trophy.
He didn't tell me to.
Oh, that's on me. But it's tucked away, sitting somewhere. I know somewhere great.
So now you're getting to the NCAAs. You get to Orlando a couple days before.
Yeah, 2 days before.
And what happened? How do you prepare now?
Oh, to be honest, the first day was brutal. Like coming from LA, like I like playing like in hot weathers like before, but like LA just too nice, you know. Like just going to Orlando, like I can't. Like I was dying the first day practice. I told Errol, I was like, I cannot do moving draw again. Like I'm dying. I cannot breathe. And then, like, my teammates are kind of, like, Elise said she's kind of worried for me, like, because I was, like, really tired in the practice the first day.
But you didn't even tell him who you practiced with on the first day.
I practiced with Lane Slee, who's my opponent in the final.
Wow.
Like,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and, like, she's not even ranked, like, she's not even, like, seeded. So, like, it was, like, pretty, like, the small percentage to practice
play
with her
her,
and
yeah.
play her in the final.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
and she was like grinding. She's like, let's do a moving drill. And I was like, no, I can't.
If you watched the practice, you would have been like, oh yeah, this girl, who is she? She can't win NCAAs after
And then I was like, I can move you, but you can't move me.
So Coach Stella's there.
Yeah.
Your team.
Yeah.
Your team was Coach Stella, obviously, and
Rance.
Coach Rance.
And Errol.
How did he come? Why did he go?
He's just with us. He's part of us.
Okay, so you have 3 coaches.
Yeah.
Are you the only player from UCLA that made singles?
Yeah, only singles, and we have a double pairs too.
And double team.
Yeah.
Okay, so you had some
You have
teammates
3.
support.
Yeah.
Okay, that's important, don't you think?
Yeah, it's really important. Yeah.
Yeah. So now you have your team, you have your Mongo, your rocks with you and stuff like that, right? So now, first day you're dying, second day
Better.
better,
A little better. Yeah.
third day
is the match, I think.
third is the match. Okay.
Yeah.
And you play.
I played the girl I lost in Iowa State like a week ago, literally a week ago. As soon as I saw the draw, I was like, there's no chance in playing her.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so when you saw the draw, were you nervous? Were you anxious?
I'm like kind of nervous.
Nervous?
Nervous.
Why?
Because I don't want to lose her again.
So you were thinking like that though? I want to lose again.
Because I lost like 0-6 in the second set, the time before.
Gotcha.
I was like 6-7, 0-6. I like lost the second set 0-6, and I was like, I have to do better than that. Yeah, I was just like, no, I have to. I don't know about I can win or not. At least I have to like play better.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Now so at some point along the way, from when you was nervous seeing the draw,
Yeah.
you kind of change your mindset to okay, revenge, right?
Yeah, I remember just like, time to revenge. I was like, I'm just gonna play 1 point at a time. Try to not think too much.
So when did you feel that revenge though? Is what that's important. When did you feel like okay, this is revenge? Before the match, during the match, in the warm up, somewhere in the middle of the match? When?
After the match.
What? Not till after the match?
She wanted to make sure it was over.
Because when I take revenge out on Troy, I think about it beforehand. So, so you win the first match. You get through that.
Yeah.
Sigh of relief. Yeah. Big breathe. And now you're playing.
I played a #1 single from Virginia, I think. Yeah.
Highly ranked.
Wait,
not like you though, because you were ranked. Where were you seated?
I'm like 9 through 16.
Also 9 through 16.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also practiced with her.
That's not high, right?
That's the bottom 16 seeds.
So what, 64 draw, you're going to win 7 straight matches in a row?
Six.
All right, so you got out of the first round and your momentum and confidence started. Did you feel like you could take the Virginia player?
I actually practiced with her the day before.
So you played it. Wow.
Hey, that's the secret.
Yeah.
Yeah. Practicing with him before you played. Was straight sets?
Straight sets.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So that's 64-32. So now you're going into the
Round of 16, yeah.
Oh.
And now you're playing.
Yapafanoa.
Are they getting excited? Is anybody starting to say, hey, we could win this tournament yet? Or are you just like one more match at a time?
It was just like one more match.
Okay.
Because like I didn't really think that much. It was just 2 matches.
What time are you getting to bed at night in your routine? After each match, what time are you going to bed?
Like around 10:30, yeah. I try to sleep as much as I can. I really like sleeping.
And do you eat the same food or a certain kind of food? Because I know a lot of players. I coach girls, so.
Yeah, I am superstitious.
Okay.
So I have to eat the same food every day. I've been eating Pokeball for the past the entire week.
Oh.
So like it's the routine. So like Errol and Rance take me to Pokeball. I order exact same order.
Wow.
And then they take it back and eat it. Like
Yeah, a lot of players
Yeah.
are very superstitious.
Well, I know when I would do the camps at UCLA, shout out to UCLA and Stella, Rance, the whole UCLA Bruin community. Their cafeteria is phenomenal.
yeah, that's one of the reasons I come to UCLA.
Remember when we used to
The food is great there.
Yeah, we have the #1 dining halls in the nation. One of the best.
Oh.
One of the best.
I didn't tell you where I went to school, so.
Where you went to school?
You ever heard of the
The first person in the first round.
Ohio State University?
Well,
Go ahead, say it.
I don't know. Like we.
Hey, did you reach out to the players that you beat here at Alumni at House? Did you reach out and? No, you didn't.
No, I didn't. I didn't.
Are you going to be in the Olympics? Are you going to represent your country? And how's it work for Olympics?
Like I would definitely love to represent China, but like there's so many good players that are better than me that I don't know.
There's not one that won the NCAA championship here.
Right.
They just straight went pro.
Put yourself a little bit higher. You hear me? You hear me? You going back with that? Nobody has that. All right. So put yourself a little bit more up. Okay.
Yeah.
You can do anything. You've done it. Period.
I mean, that is a goal of yours, right?
Yeah, that's my goal.
All right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's what we're talking about, right?
Let's quickly talk about academics,
Okay.
because this is something I know that Victory Troy here is very passionate about. Academics in college tennis, but using it for academics. What are you majoring in?
Psychology.
Psychology.
Yes.
What made you choose psychology?
I've been always interested in psychology. I feel like it's gonna be helpful for tennis, and I'm interested in it. Like even if I stop playing tennis at one point, I just like working as a sports psychology, travel like with the players or the team. It will be really interesting.
Awesome.
Yo, I think that's fantastic.
Wait a minute. I gotta say something. You just talk about psychology. You did all that for you.
Yeah, for tennis.
That's you. You done dug into something else to help you out. I see you. You see that?
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, I think that's great because, mental illness is something that I really feel, Naomi Osaka, the basketball star, what's his name?
Kevin Love?
No, we see Kevin Love, but we see
Ron Artest,
and, these athletes.
Meta World.
Yeah, that have brought, the mental, and I feel like we all, as athletes, former athletes, have suffered some form of trauma, whether it's emotional or mental, throughout our sports journey.
Yes, for
And
sure.
I peaked in college because I had a sports psychologist. I felt I was at my best when he could help me sort out things that weren't even really tennis related.
Right.
That he could help me identify with. So I think that's a very, very healthy degree in sports psychology. And to hear you say that you guys had a psychologist with the team, I mean, that is impressive. Because as student athletes, there's so much pressure. You're trying to juggle grades, playing, especially at UCLA, playing at such a high level, the expectations, and maintaining trying to be on the dean's list instead of just being a student athlete, a scholar athlete, And, it's a lot of pressure. And to be able to have, sports psychologists available, I really think that is just shout out to UCLA and all the other universities from NAIA, junior college NAIA that understands the necessity of having, because I truly believe losing can be traumatizing to a certain degree. Right?
Absolutely.
Winning can be traumatizing because you can go on a winning streak and not experience losing, particularly as a junior. You talk about that all the time.
Absolutely.
You could be a 10 and under, 12 and under, and not lose a match and not really develop your game. And then the other kids surpass you, and that they can't handle. We've seen that so often that they can't handle after winning and dominating, losing.
And grades, straight A's. What are you getting?
I actually got first A- last quarter.
Hey.
So all A's and one A-?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's impressive. That's really good. That's really good.
Like our team has having the best GPA in the small team in UCLA for a while. So I cannot drag that down.
Pressure. So you win the NCAA. That last point, I watched it. Okay. You win that point. What was the first the first thing that came to mind?
Like, blank. Like, I don't know how to react. Like,
You don't know how to react.
I don't think that was real. Yeah, it was like crazy. Like, I don't know. I don't think I noticed like what I did until like really later on. Like,
Yes.
I feel like it just like I was really happy at that moment.
Of
and
course.
then, yeah.
And so now your life has changed, right? You've gotten all these accolades, all this. What was the award they nominated you for the other day?
Honda Reward.
The Honda Award.
Honda Reward.
Which is kind of like the Heisman Trophy of tennis in college, as it is the football.
Did you get a check to go with it?
She's been stacking up on checks too.
As the young people say, did you get a bag?
She's been stacking it back.
You got that bag? Because when we were playing, if you won the NCAAs, you got a jockey was a apparel company, then you automatically got a endorsement contract.
Yeah.
So
Well, your life has certainly changed in the U.S. Do you know that you're a marked woman now, right? Do you know that next year you come
Why
back?
was it in China? Are they celebrating?
I'm going to ask you that.
Yeah.
Because here they're going to come at you next year, right? You come back to college, you'll probably be the number one player in college, right? So now you're a marked woman, meaning everybody's gunning for you. How do you prepare for that now? Starting now.
I feel like I don't really think about that way because I don't know, like I feel like it's just winning another tournament. Yeah.
Shout out to Mongo, humble.
Mongo, give credit to the Rock. The Rock, Mongo, the Rock.
No, it's also because I don't grow up in America, so like I don't know how much weight it is like to win an NCAA.
Right.
Like I feel like after winning that, like they are more happy than I am.
Well, we told her on the way, literally. I mean, me and Rance were sitting next to her, and she was like,
Well, everyone should have cut you a check. You saved their jobs.
I said,
All three of them should be cutting you a check. I'd be happy too. You want to come over for dinner? Wait.
yes.
Let's go back. She wins the NCAA.
The very next week.
Wait, so that's six. She's 6-0.
Yes.
Yes.
Because I've always believed you have to learn how to. Peak performing is one thing, but how long can you sustain
it? Absolutely.
The peak performance, and in tennis is comprising an undefeated record.
Exactly.
And so you're 6-0. So you go to her first tournament.
15,000, San Diego.
And you win that.
No, I finaled that.
So what's that? Another 6?
She
I
won.
won 4 and lost 1.
Okay, so that's
10 and
1.
10 and 1.
Yeah.
Oh, you already got it. Good stuff. And next tournament.
And then I won that.
So
Singles and doubles.
So from a psychological standpoint, you're now in the habit of winning. You've created the habit of winning. So the mind is reflecting back onto the last match, and the outcome has been winning. So these new situations you're in, match scenarios, your mind's going to reflect back onto how you were accomplishing those pressure points before. You understand that process, right?
Yeah.
So now she's 11 and 1.
10 and 1.
10
10 and 1. You go to your next tournament.
I won that.
Singles and doubles.
Singles and doubles?
Yeah.
So now she is 16 and 1.
Yeah, the mind is just.
And then the very next week, which ended today, how did you do?
No, I won.
Singles and doubles.
The money?
Huh?
You get to keep the money.
Yeah, I got it.
So
You going to Chanel? Chanel earring.
So Troy, so that's 21.
Cartier bracelet.
Troy, so going to your that's
right?
21 and 1.
Motivate you, right?
What does motivate you? What does motivate you? Like after wins and not losses, but I mean, it could be a loss, but what does motivate you?
Like, I love the feeling of winning. Like,
Yeah.
I just, like, wants to get that feeling.
Well, that's going to change. You're going to say, I like these checks that go with this win.
So that's 21-1.
21-1.
And that's after a season of how many and two? A dual season of like
Is that 20?
20?
20 and 2.
But all shout out to the young lady that
Lost
played
3
for
matches.
UCLA last year. She went undefeated.
2 matches and been the one.
No, but since-
Oh, yeah.
Only 3 matches.
I think it's
Matches.
36 and 3.
Woo!
Yeah.
Jeez.
See that? 36 and 3.
That's amazing. That is amazing. Jeez.
So you're gonna go back to China.
Yeah.
You're
Let
leaving.
me just
Tomorrow.
Okay, sorry.
One
Sorry.
second. Shout out to the UCLA coaching staff. The previous year, they had a player that went undefeated in the regular season, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, that's just phenomenal coaching. You got the water that you're drinking at UCLA is unbelievable.
It's in the air and it's in the water. It's in the food.
You went undefeated, and then you went 33 and what?
2.
3.
So,
3.
So let's say that was 35 matches or 30, whatever she won. So that's 60-some matches and only 3 losses in 2 years at the #1 spot.
Yep.
That's amazing.
And nobody's taking
That's
note of
crazy.
that.
That is
The coaching
amazing.
staff.
That's crazy.
And not only that, you're buying into the system. It's safe to say the 2 players that are achieving this success have bought completely. You talk about that, buying into the
System. Absolutely.
UCLA has a winning system, buddy.
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure.
Shout out. I have to nominate because Fangran was also, a part of this. But shout out to Coach Stella, 500 wins of the season.
Exactly. Absolutely. Along the way.
Huge mark also.
And obviously Coach Rance.
Noticed she was going to win
So
the
that's 2 years in a row, and that means you're coaching. One thing that Roger and I and Rodney used to talk about a lot of times is, one of the biggest questions we ask behind a player's accolades is, are they coachable? And one of the formulas that Rodney used to use was he watched how the player interacted with the parents. And if they weren't in agreement with the alpha females, the alpha people in their lives, then he felt it was less likely that, they would be coachable, because if they couldn't, take advice from the alphas in their life or didn't have this great relationship with the alphas, parents.
Absolutely.
And but we're just little, we're coaches here, so we're just spinning it.
So look, as we round up.
Wait, one more thing.
Go ahead.
Let's talk about load management. I start off with a full tank in the tournament. I've won my fair share. But towards the end of the tournament, my mental strength, right, all the intangibles got stronger and stronger. But I was, during the course, you weren't 100% physically. You have little nagging injuries. So how did you? That's a whole nother one. How did you work through your little pains, nagging injuries, knowing you're not 100% in the finals physically?
I feel like throughout the season, I feel like I didn't have like a major injury, but there's also like part like them like tied and like I need release and need treatment, and like UCLA have the really good like trainer that can like help me, and they have really a lot of like high technology like treatment stuff.
Yeah.
So it definitely helps me a lot, and I think the hardest part is like the mental tiredness. Yeah, that's like.
How did you recover? How your recovery process? How did you have a routine recovery process?
Like mentally.
Well, just talk to us about it.
Yeah, I feel like during the NCAA, I was like doing the ice bath every day. I think that really helped me.
Did you hear that? Ice bath. That's total submersion, like Kevin Hart's show where he goes and you get
Cold as balls.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cold as balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was something really helped me. I remember like semifinal, it was like pouring outside. I was like shaking in the ice bath. I told Errol it was like the coldest ice bath I've ever taken. Yeah, but I think
we didn't do that.
Whirlpool. We did the ice pool whirlpool. We had the whirlpool with the ice in it.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you one thing. Tian's commitment, like she knows, when she knows, especially herself, when she knows that she has to achieve something or do something, she's totally into it. She's totally into it. She knows when she has to go to bed. She knows when she has to go to the room, when she needs water, if she needs that, if she needs. So it's so easy to work with her, especially because she knows what she has to do. It's just me complimenting what she needs to do.
Okay, good. So you're a celeb now in the U.S.
So no toenail came off or nothing. You didn't jam your toenail. I tell you, one of the most ugly things in the world. I was coaching this guy. He said, "Hey, look at my toe." I said, "Oh my God, where's your toenail? It's gone."
You're a celeb now in the U.S., as you can see. You're gonna go back to China now tomorrow.
Yes.
You said tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Okay. How are you gonna be treated when you get there? I know you. Are you looking forward to it? I know everyone's excited, huh?
I mean, I'm more excited to going back to China to see my family. I think they're excited to see me, but not because I win NCAA, because they haven't seen me for 9 months.
Gotcha. 9 months.
9 months since like last September.
Awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I miss them a lot. So I think it's like they don't really know how like important it is. Yeah. But I think they're just like happy for me to win a tournament, no matter like what tournament it is. Yeah. And they're always like supporting me. They've been like staying awake because like my match is always like at 2 a.m. or like 3 a.m. So I have to stay up the entire night and like not getting rested. So like they definitely like been like giving me a lot of support. Awesome. Yeah, I miss them a lot.
How far is the flight back to China?
It's like 20 hours, like total tomorrow. Brutal, yeah.
Great. You're ready. And I know you got to go. Okay,
Did
so
UCLA pay for it and give you first class?
So I'm gonna ask Coach Errol.
Yeah.
Do you guys call him Coach Errol? What do you call him? Just Errol.
Errol.
Oh, easy. They'll call him easy. Hey, give me a minute on describing this student athlete at UCLA with your experience with this scholar athlete.
I'll give you a minute. Pure joy, pure happiness. Someone that you can trust, someone that can trust you, someone that you can talk to, someone that can talk to you back. A lot of laughs, a lot of fun, a lot of good cries. Just a fun person to be around. Generally, a great soul to be around. I would not want to be with anyone else on the court besides the person next to me. And she's amazing. Anyone to be in her life, to be blessed in her life is amazing. You know, awesome. to be touched by her spirits and her energy, it's something you can't put into words.
I can tell. Okay.
Don't cry.
Is there one question? Errol, is there one question that you wanted to ask her anywhere? What was there ever a question and now's the time?
One question I could have asked. I mean, I pretty much asked her everything that I could ask her, but the one question I could possibly ask you is if you had to go back and repeat any one moment that we had in the last 4 or 5 months, what moment would that be?
Like, I was debating between Pepperdine and the NCAA.
Gotcha.
That match is like the happiest moment in my life.
Gotcha.
Yeah, cause like I won NCAA, but like Errol is there, like Rance is there, but no one else is there. But like when I win Pepperdine, like all my teammate was there. I was 3-0. First set, I won first set tiebreaker. I lost second set in the tiebreaker.
You got a match point in that match.
Yeah, I lost the second set. I have a match point, and then everyone finished their match when I start my third set. So like everyone watched the entire third set, and then I won 6-4, and then that on a deuce point, and it was like the craziest moments ever.
Wow.
Okay, in 1 minute, tell us about this guy right here. Come on. Anything. Doesn't have to be good.
3 months ago, I don't even know who Errol is, and now like here we are, and he has so much energy, always so positive, like always so happy. Like whenever I'm negative, he's always there, and he is so gentle, always like so helpful, and gave me all the advice. And he's not only like a coach, but also like my friends, like my big brother.
Awesome.
He's treating me so nice. Not only me, the entire team, like everyone just loves him. Like it's my pleasure to work with him.
Oh, thank you. Don't make me
one question that you wanted to ask him. Here's the time.
I don't know. We talk a lot. Like we just like basically talk through everything.
Awesome. Okay, great. And okay, Coach Victor, last words of this great person.
I mean, unbelievable. I mean, just unbelievable. I mean, obviously, something special wrapped up in all of that. And just keep up. I mean, to be able to multitask at the level that you are in terms of academics and on the court, it just speaks. I mean, what can you say? You know, I mean, I think I just love it. I think I'm all for it for you. I just hope you get paid.
All right, and Coach Terry,
You get that Chanel
T-Dawg.
It is a pleasure to sit here in your presence. I'm very proud of you. And it's nice you got a big brother, because you know what's going to happen, right? He'll chase all the knuckleheads away. That's what a big brother does. You hear me? That's what a big brother. He is NCAA champion. NCAA.
That's a good retweet. I like
Awesome.
that.
Oh, geez,
Thank you.
Hey,
thank you.
and
Hey, you get a picture in the locker room. They're gonna put a picture.
Yeah.
Oh yes, Hall of Fame, Hall of Fame.
Hey, what did you say, Tim? You said you were not scared, but you were like, I'm gonna be next to Stella Sampras.
Yeah.
Wow. There you go.
look, I just want to thank you even for taking time. You know, you had a long week, you won matches, and to make time just for us today, or for Errol, whichever one, we just really appreciate it. You know, as a coach, I always tell my players, you never know who's watching. You never know who's being aware of what you're doing. And I watched a lot of your matches this year. You didn't know, you know, and it was mostly to see in the beginning how he was acting on the court. You know? Was he doing his job? But I watched a lot of your matches. You know, when you click on the site, they have different courts. And I would see Errol sometimes between 1 and 2 and 2 and 3 mostly. And then I would switch over to court 1. And I watched you play a lot of matches. And I used to tell Errol, you know, this is the girl. You got someone really special here, man. You guys got to put some good time into her and maximize what she has. Bring out everything in her, and I think you guys will be very proud. And you did. And you did. So, yeah, we just, you know, want to thank you, sharing your knowledge with us. We learned a lot about you. Really proud of you. And we know you're going to just take it to higher heights wherever and whatever you do. Just tennis, but just in everything you do. Shout out to your parents, Mongo, the man, your rock. We gotta give it up to him. Make sure he sees this coming from you guys. And thanks again. Hey, last quick rapid question here. Ready? And we'll finish.
Yeah.
Good. What's your favorite sport at UCLA campus?
Tennis court.
Tennis. Early morning classes or late afternoon classes?
Late afternoon.
I did the same thing. What's your go-to coffee order?
I don't drink coffee.
Don't drink coffee.
What? That's refreshing to hear.
Good. What's your favorite hangout spot with friends near the campus? Near the campus.
Near the campus?
Yeah. You ever go off campus?
Like,
Off the tennis court.
Our dorm.
Your dorm.
Yeah.
Okay, good. What's your favorite college tradition at UCLA?
Andy run.
The UCLA undie run.
Are you a night owl?
Undie run, that's right. Exactly.
Are you a night owl or an early bird?
Early.
Early bird, makes sense. What are your favorite workout or exercise routine?
Exercise routine.
Yeah.
Just whatever our fitness coach says.
And lastly, UCLA Bruins or USC Trojans?
UCLA Women.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome.